Hey everybody, and welcome to this SCUM First Aid 101. So, as you may or may not know, SCUM's a pretty dangerous game. Anything can happen to you. You can get hit, shot, bitten, and actually eaten. Not a lot we can do about getting eaten, but for the others, if you get an injury, I'll show you exactly what you need to do. Now, it's pretty straightforward, but first of all, let's get injured. So, off we go. And ouch. Wow, that really hurt. Now, as you can see, the first thing that happens when you get injured is that you've lost blood, so everything's gone a bit black and white, and you can also see from the avatar we've sustained some blood loss there. Now, when you get hit, say you get hit in a fight with a zombie or something like that, you may not always see that you've taken an injury. So what you need to do, first of all, is the following, and that is hit tab, go to metabolism, and you should see here that you've sustained a physical injury. Okay, so that's to say, if you don't see that little red dot there, just hit tab, metabolism, check for physical injury. Okay, so let's see what we can do about getting patched up. We've actually got a bit of a limp as well. So what you can do, if you want, is you can get a bandage. Now, bandages tend to come in these large packs, or you can find them as singles, which look like this. So we'll take an emergency bandage out of the large pack, and there it is. Okay, and now we can just apply it and patch wounds. Now, oops, I seem to be losing blood still. Right. What do you do, actually, if you don't have any bandages or, let's say, rags, which are always quite useful? Let me show you. Here's a little trick that you can use if you're in any one of these areas on the map, i.e. any of the coastal areas around here, these dry Mediterranean type places. Well, what you want to do is look for an aloe vera plant. These are edible, but if we grab one of these, right click, we can patch our wounds. Now, just a word of warning as well, these can actually bug out. It depends on the server, I guess. Sometimes I've found aloe vera plants and I haven't had the option to patch my wounds, but in this case I'm going to patch my wounds. So I'm going to stop bleeding, hopefully. So, right, there we go. Right, and now that we've finished patching, what you can do is have a quick look. By pressing tab again, actually you can see that the little blood drop has disappeared from the avatar, but if you press on tab and go back to metabolism, you can see that you've treated the injury. It says treated here. Again, so we've got bandages that we can patch ourselves up with, we've got aloe vera plants, or the next thing are rags that you can just make. So this is one of the tips I like to give to anybody who's new in the game, and that is, before you go raiding at all, make sure that you have at least one stone knife with you, because if you get trapped inside a house and you've taken a hit going in, or you've fought a zombie, or you're surrounded and you can't get out, at least if you've got a stone knife, you can always craft some rags to patch your wounds with. And what I like to do is just cut up my underpants usually. Cut them into rags. Right, there we go, and then we've got some rags. Okay, so we can apply these as well. So these are the three things you can use to just patch yourself up. Now, what do you do if you've, just say for argument's sake, you've been running around naked and you've got nothing on you, just a stone knife and a bar of soap? Well, what I like to do, if I've killed a zombie and stolen his clothes, I like to do the following, which is I will cut these up. So let's cut these up. Because why am I going to cut them up? Because you can actually wash these, but the rags themselves won't be clean. So you can't apply dirty rags, which you get from zombies' clothes, to your wounds. Doesn't work. So what I like to do is I just cut them into rags first, and then I'll pick these up. So these are dirty rags, and these are ready to wash. In fact, I think we could just do a wash. Actually, this is convenient as well, because now we've got a bit of a limp. So how do we get rid of a limp? Well, pop an aspirin. I should be able to stop limping and deal with the pain. So let's just take some medication. Okay, I should be alright. No, take another. Thing is, you've got to be careful. You don't want to get an overdose. Are we moving? Yeah, there we go. Ooh, blimey. So 2 pills and we're on fire. So finally, what you can do here, if you've got these dirty rags, as long as you've got soap, you can wash them. There we go. And that's how you get a clean rag. So these are the various methods. You can create bandages. So you've got bandages you can find. Bandages, well, you find all these bandages, but I prefer to use aloe vera. It just doesn't take up any space. And you just pick up a few of these aloe vera leaves before you go on a raid and you should be fine. And of course, as I said, if you've got a bit of a limp, if you've sustained an injury, pop some aspirin, couple of aspirin, you should be fine. However, if not, just deal with limps, I guess. I do know there are now crutches in the game, but I don't know how good they are for moving around. But anyway, that's really all there is to sort of basic first aid in SCUM. So, hope you found that useful. Stick around for the next video, and I will see you in the next one. So until then, my friends, this is Hipkel, signing off.